Good morning, everyone. In lieu of a scripture text this morning, I wanted to reach out to each of you in video and talk to you about a safe return here to Pilgrim Baptist Church. As you know, the governor has declared May 20th as the first day that churches can gather back together again in worship. I want to start off by telling you that Pilgrim Baptist Church will not open the doors on May the 20th. I can't tell you exactly when we will open the doors. Prayerfully, it will be soon, but I do believe that we have to be very prayerful and we have to take into account the safety and welfare and well-being of each and every member. Even when we do reopen, whenever that date is, I will still continue to send out videos weekly for those members who do not feel comfortable with coming back to Pilgrim. Instead of an inspirational moment, it would just be a tape of my sermon for that Sunday. So we want to make sure that everyone is comfortable before you return. So what can you expect when you return? There's going to be a lot of changes in the sanctuary, the way that we have done things here at Pilgrim, until a vaccine can be created, until we know that we are safe to fellowship together again. As you know, before we even left, we did away with the fellowship moment. We know we can't come within 6 feet of each other, shake hands, hug, kiss. Those are just things we can't do right now, and even when we return. So you're also going to see some changes in the church as well. We've done things like seating. We've put placards in the pews so that you can see where we can sit and where we can't sit in order to maintain the 6 feet social distancing. We've done this throughout the whole church. And I know that some of you have your favorite pews, but the way that we've set it up is there are 3 sheets of paper on each pew. There is 2 that will always be on a pew, and then you will be able to sit where the third one would be, but is not. Let me show you what I mean by that, if Taylor will follow me. So on this first pew, a person will be able to sit here because there's no placard. On the second pew, a person will be able to sit at the far end because there's no placard, creating a 6 feet social distancing. On the third pew, every third pew, there are no one can sit. We have all 3 placards there. That way you're not within 6 feet of the person 2 pews up. And then it starts all over again on the next pew. You'll have a person on the left side, a person on the right side, and then no one can sit. The whole purpose of doing this, once again, is to ensure that we have 6 feet of social distance. Now, I know that there are a lot of family members who live in the same house, and I understand that you'll want to sit on the pews together. That's not a problem because you're in the same house. We just want to make sure house to house that we do maintain that 6 feet social distancing. We're also doing things like we've ordered masks for people who don't have personal safety masks. We're looking into gloves. We're looking into how we enter and exit the church. We're going to change the way we observe the Lord's Supper so that we're not all touching the same thing. So there's a lot of things that I just want to say, there's a lot of things that we have to take into account before we feel safe to come back in Pilgrim. So I just ask you, for those who are ready to come back and wanting to come back, I hear you every Saturday when I'm here and you come in to bring your offering. I hear you every Saturday to say how much you miss the fellowship. And I want you to know, none of you miss the fellowship as much as I do. But I love each of you all, and I want to make sure you're safe before we come back in. Like I said, it won't be May the 20th. Hopefully it won't be too much longer. But even when we do, there's some of you that I don't expect to see because we want to make sure that you're safe and you can still watch the service from home. We'll make sure of that. If you have any questions or concern, please give me a call or call one of the deacons. And just know that I'm praying for you and I love you all. Take care.